sometime in 1992.
Hello, Mike Hager here.
Hee Mr. Haggard.
Hi, so I'm here with Clark, and we are going to kind of do a discussion about Final Fights for the SEGA CD, which we played together several times to kind of get your reaction and what you thought of the game coming from a game that I would play a lot when I was a kid. I played this type of game, not the specific version of it, but this type of game. So I'm kind of going to ask you some questions and kind of get what you thought of the game and how it was compared to what you play today. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, games, back then came with, in different packages. This one is in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before, I just wanted to point out that is not that appropriate for little kids.
Oh, well, yeah. This game itself was an arcade game that, you would usually be older playing in an arcade, but so this packaging here came in a cardboard box, had front and the back, came with a manual, which most of your games don't come with a manual, right?
Sometimes.
Right. And then it has a CD. So you have manual, box, and a CD. What did you think of the game?
Pretty good game. They did a really good job with the art.
So the way that the game looks, the graphics and things like that, the way the characters looked on the screen and the enemies, and what did you think of this type of game? It's kind of known as a beat-em-up game.
I like beat-em-up games.
Yeah? What was your favorite character of the game?
Guy.
Guy. Okay. And why is Guy your favorite character?
Cause two reasons. Cause a special attack he does a roundhouse when he jumps, and also at the end of the game he beats up Cody.
Cody.
Punch, punch.
Yeah. So you thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
What was your favorite level of the game?
Well, maybe Eddie E.
That's the West Side stage.
Yeah, West Side.
So you like the West Side stage, and you like the Eddie E. boss. He was the police officer boss who was chewing the gum, and then he would spit it out at the beginning, right when you run into him. Were there any other levels? Did you like the bonus stages that they had in the game? The enemy comes over.
Oh yeah. I like the one where you beat up the car because like, oh my, his car is on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like his car's at the gas station. So and then you beat up his car, and then the guy just walks over and like he has his knees on the ground like this. It's like, oh no.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool. Were there any other levels that you liked?
Well, for me the toughest one would probably be Sergeant Rolento.
Oh, the Rolento boss? That's the industrial stage, the one where it has the flames coming up from the ground and... Yeah.
Because, if you haven't played this game, Sergeant Rolento, he throws grenades, they roll around, and it's really hard to dodge.
Oh yeah. No, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, and chances are you're gonna have to use one continue on that boss stage.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
So, overall playing the game, I know when we played it, we kept running out of continues and we would get game overs because the game's fairly difficult. But out of what you played with me, what would you say was probably some of the more memorable moments out of the game?
Probably the katana swing, because if you paid close attention, when he swung it, his arms would move like this, but the katana would stay right there, and then it moved along.
Right.
Along with the the pipe you could see more easily.
Yeah, because the game, the button presses and the action was so fast, the graphic of the object moving didn't always keep up with the motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of interesting, and that's one of the things you run into when you're playing on something like a Sega CD versus if you play the arcade version, the graphics kind of get a downgrade, you know, because it's not as powerful as the arcade machine and it's not purposely built for that. Yeah.
But the levels were harder on the CD version. The levels were easier, but they didn't have that good graphics.
Well, right.
Yeah.
The CD version was also limited by the fact that it was on a CD, on a Sega Genesis system, and they couldn't have as many enemies on the screen, whereas in the arcade, there's like a ton more enemies on the screen, but you could continue as many times as you want because it was based on quarters with the arcade.
Yeah.
But one of the other biggest differences, and one of the things that I really liked about this version, is the fact that because it's on a CD, they remastered the music for the game, and so you got this really nice stereo soundtrack for the levels. And
yeah, I forgot. So if you like to listen to music, you'd probably know that if you listen to the music close enough, it sort of brings out the character of each level.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I noticed.
Were there any levels where you really liked the music that was playing in it specifically?
Probably in the industrial area.
You like the industrial level music?
Yeah. And also, the funny part, for me, at the park, the second level in the game, if you don't know that.
You mean the subway?
Yeah, the subway.
Mm-hmm.
That funny part was when the music was playing, the train would just pull into a station and like interrupt the music. So like, and that also made it harder for you to see where they're gonna go. You know.
Mm-hmm. So you saw me play this on the Sega CD, and then I had the arcade version, which came out as part of Final Fight Double Impact on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. I had the Xbox 360 version, and you saw me playing that. So you kind of saw the difference between, as you were mentioning earlier, the arcade version and this Sega CD version, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're a beginner, try the arcade version. If you're sort of into it and you know what the buttons are and you can beat it no problem, then you should try the CD version.
Okay, so I think that's good. Clark, I want to say thanks for playing. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
I'm glad you had a good time and enjoyed it. So maybe we'll do this again with something else?
Ooh, I have a good idea. Maybe we could do this with Minecraft, but instead I will be asking you questions.
Sure, we could do that.
Because I know more about Minecraft than you.
Yeah, you do. So thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you did too, Clark. So if you liked the video, feel free to add a like. If you want to subscribe and maybe see when new videos pop up, I'm sure Clark will be doing more along with Evan. Feel free to do that. And Clark?
If you have any other ideas for us to play other different games, then you can leave that down in the comments below.
See you next time. Bye.